What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Welcome to the RNEWS morning show. And let's just jump into it. From r/news. Trump campaign loses lawsuit seeking to halt Michigan vote count. Lost the Georgia lawsuit 2-1. Dude, if you haven't already, make this its own post so it can get more notice. The good news is that there's a very real chance that Biden flips Georgia based on how their recent mail-in ballots have been going. Additionally, Biden shrunk his 700K deficit in PA to approximately 100K, and there are still quite a lot of ballots left to count there as well. If Biden gets Georgia and PA, he wins with 306 electoral votes, and I think we're cool. If you're interested in following county-level voter information, follow this guy on Twitter and use the following site: twitter.com, abcnews.go.com. Don't rule anything out with these mendacious ass clowns. Nice word choice, first I've ever seen it before. Not referring to ass clowns, lol. Each party chooses their own electors. For example, Hillary Clinton is one of the NY electors on the Dem side. If one of them ever flipped on their own party, they probably wouldn't make it out of the room alive. Judge rules TF? No, in historic case. On the grounds that it is devastating to my client. American here. The issue is that he will still be a political voice after he leaves office. He should be in prison, honestly. I'm just gonna say, if Biden pardons Trump, he won't last 2 terms. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics. Biden has now received more votes for president than any other candidate in U.S. history. I had a feeling that those under the guise of undecided were just too embarrassed to admit they're cool with fascism. One of the Canadian news anchors compared it to air miles during a pandemic. Useless. 2021 February 15th, U.S. begins vaccine trials. 2021 February 17th, every airline with a credit card files for bankruptcy. You have a headphone life cycle. I keep tabs on the life cycle of most things I use regularly that are greater than $100 per 150, so that I can hopefully find a sale before I'm in a must-buy situation. Example, last year, I knew I was probably about a year out of needing a new heavy winter coat. Because I gave myself a full year's notice on it. Was able to grab one during an end-of-season sale and ended up with a $450 coat for $120. And yes, I know retail is marked up, but doesn't change the fact that the quality of jacket I was looking for normally retails in there $450 minus $600 range. The Republicans have cheated in every state and will not get called out for it. This means nothing. Prosecute all the people suppressing votes, and Trump could still be elected president. That's how fricked up the Electoral College is. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics. Discussion thread: 2020 General Election Part 11. Results continue. Late Night Gang. Results can be found below. National results: NPR, Politico, USA Today, Associated Press, NY Times, NBC, ABC News, Fox News, CNN New York Times. The race calls. Tracking the news outlets that have called states for Trump or Biden. Picture being a vote counter in Pennsylvania working at 2:30 a.m. to get them counted, and your president basically accuses you of being in some big conspiracy. I can't believe a Biden is a socialist like Castro. Thing actually freaking worked in Florida. No sleep, only scroll. Trump falsely claims he has won election and demands Supreme Court stops more ballots being counted. We want the law to be used in a proper manner, so we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them finding any ballots at 4 in the morning and adding them to the list, still pretending he's not a tyrant. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics. Discussion thread: 2020 General Election Part 56. Results narrowing. Good evening, r/politics. Results can be found below. National results: NPR, Politico, USA Today, Associated Press, NY Times, NBC, ABC News, Fox News, CNN New York Times. The race calls. Tracking the news outlets that have called states for Trump or Biden. Previous discussions 11/3. Polls open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Polls closing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Previous discussions 11 quarters. Results continue. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Previous discussions 11/5 results continue. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Sitting on my little Antifa couch, eating my little Antifa snacks, nestling into thread 56. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics, Trump could be banned from Twitter after he leaves office, company's rules indicate. Don't do that, don't give me hope. Or it gets to the last tweet. Finally, many people have asked me what Covfefe meant. It means character limit reached. I picture it like the T-1000 playing in the molten metal, regurgitating all the forms it has taken, and ending in a surprise Pikachu face. Well, if you look at some gun forums, they're quite literally talking about rounding up and killing liberals. So, that, edit. This is from a popular AK forum posted last night. Imager.com edit3, same guy as above. But again, note the support from other members. Imager.com edit2, another one. Imager.com. Note the support from other members at the bottom. Imager.com and some straight up Nazi crap for good measure. Imager.com edit again. I can hardly keep up. Imager.com, Imager.com, Imager.com. Yes. It's been reported to the FBI. Imagine the damage that could have been prevented if they had banned him years ago. He would have just jumped to Facebook. And FB would be the exact same as it is today. Keep going, I'm almost there. Fricking cowards should have done this years ago. They'll allow anything as long as it's generating revenue. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/World News. A Muslim immigrant saves Austrian policeman during Monday's terrorist attack. Osama Joda, a 23-year-old Palestinian, risked his life to help a police officer who was shot by a terrorist in Vienna's city center. As well he should. It was his destiny. It's refreshing to see the name Osama in a positive context for once. One of the best restaurants I ever ate at was called Osama's. I asked him, the owner, why he didn't change the name after 9/11, and he said, did every restaurant named Timothy's change their name after Oklahoma City? TBH, I've never seen a restaurant called Timothy's though. Edit. So apparently they wrote an article about him. I guess that was his go-to response since he got that question so much. Lol. Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucks. Quote. The day will come where we don't say a Muslim immigrant saved another man's life. We will just say one man saved another, due to a respect for human life and out of a sense of basic decency. Unfortunately, in the world we're in, we have to make this important distinction of Muslim man, because some people think all Muslims are Wahhabi-driven maniacs bent on jihad. Good man, that man. The way our societies treat fellow citizens for their skin color, religion or name is the perfect breeding ground for radicalization. Integration is a two-way street. We can't just tell someone to integrate. We also need to open the circle and say hi. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like. And if you want to see more of the RNEWS show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNEWS show and I'll see you tomorrow.